Welcome everybody to the Faith Factor. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. You know, had to do something a little impromptu. Sometimes you're on the road. Look at me. You can tell it was hot outside. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a special celebrity guest in the virtual building. One of my favorite vocalists. One of my favorite vocalists. One of my favorite. All right. So I'm going to start playing with y'all because y'all been waiting long enough. Let's get into this word real quick. Psalm 62. I'm going to jump right into to verse 10 in the King James Version. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Excuse me, that's the wrong one. Psalm 63. And it's just one verse, 3. Because thy loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise thee. That's where I needed to be. Psalm 63, verse 3. Because thy loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise thee. Come on, give him a praise right where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not about to wait any longer. Our special guest is here. Y'all know her from Sunday Best. Y'all know her from singing on the Stellar Awards. Only Larice Crawford is in the building on the Faith Factor. Up. Oh, she is here. Latice, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am amazing. I want to first thank you so much for your time, and thank you for even just being here on the Faith Factor. And it's a blessing to have you. You are one of my favorite vocalists of all times. From Sunday Best, you had my vote all the way through. Let me tell you, one of my favorite performances was more recent when you did the J. Moss tribute. And you said, if I had some hair, I'd whip it back and forth.
I got a little bit now. I got a little bit of hair now.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you dealing with this quarantine? Let's just start there.
Keeping busy, being productive. I'm back in school, homeschool teacher for my son. Been cooking, doing a lot of stuff, and I'm releasing new music. Yeah. So I just released a new single for pre-order 2 days ago. Yeah. So yeah. Well, actually yesterday, we just did it a lot earlier, but Friday, on May 15th, we just pre-released a new single. So I want you guys to go and pre-order it now.
Get the new single, pre-order.
Yeah, go pre-order right now. It's called Something Something.
Something Something.
It's called Something Something. Yeah, you guys go get it now. Yeah, go get it now.
Yes. What are you going to school for?
I am already certified as a life coach in ecology, cognitive behavior, and relationship facilitation. Okay. So I decided to go back to get my NLP practitioner certification. So I'm doing that now. NLP is neuro-linguistic programming.
Wow, that is amazing. Congratulations on that as well.
Thank you.
Yes. So tell everybody who may not know how you got your start.
It's kind of crazy because I've gotten my start a few times. So I've been singing all my life. But when I went on Sunday Best, it wasn't necessarily because I wanted to be a singer. It was more so because I wanted everybody to leave me alone about singing. So I went on the show thinking that I would just go. Yeah. I went on the show just thinking that I would, go up there and they'd send me home and I'd go back to my normal life. And that is not what happened at all. Obviously, as you can see, 11 years later, I'm still here doing this full time. So it's been an awesome ride. But Sunday Best, was my first main start. Okay. And it's been an awesome journey. It's been an awesome journey for the last 11 years. Yeah.
Absolutely. So can you talk about your first album? And what was going through your mind through that process? Like when the first time you went in the studio, knowing that I'm going in to record for my first album, what was that experience like? Take us there.
Wow, I was not necessarily nervous, but I think I had so many questions.
Okay.
Like I said, I wasn't the person that was planning to be an artist my whole life.
Right.
So I was still trying to figure out, what am I supposed to say to these people? Am I supposed to sing Peace Be Still?
Mhm.
Like, I was trying to figure out who I was, and I think I was trying to figure out who I was versus who people needed me to be to
Okay.
support me.
Okay.
And that's been, that's always a struggle for an artist, because you're like, oh, I feel like I'm this person. A lot of people see me and they think, oh, she's so poised and she's so this. And it's like, I'm that, but I'm also from the Bronx. So, there's a few sides to Latice Crawford, and I think
Yeah.
now I'm finally comfortable showing all of those sides and still saying, hey, I'm still that person, but I'm also this, this is a part of me too. My personality is a body, and not just one part, but it's a body of different things. I'm a toe, I'm a this, I'm a that, and that, so I think that first project, that's what I was really trying to figure out is,
Okay.
what do I want to say? How do I want to say it? What do I want my messaging to be? And being confident and comfortable in my sound and what my voice was.
Yes. Yes. And you know better. I know that was the first single off the first album, but that song is still my favorite from the whole album. It is my favorite.
No, There was not the first
It
single.
was
There was the first single.
there.
There
Wait
was
a
the
minute.
first single. Yep, there.
I'm getting them
Better's
mixed.
on
I'm
the
getting them mixed.
album, but it wasn't the single.
I'm getting them mixed up. It was there. It could be in the morning, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, that thing cranks from beginning to end. Sorry, I messed up your title. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It lets me know you listen to the album.
Yes,
See how that works?
that's
See,
my
for better,
favorite
that lets
album.
me know that you listen to the whole
It's on
project in its
rotation,
entirety.
amen. Yes. So, you remind me of one of my favorite vocalists. I hope you're not tired of hearing it, but because it's an amazing compliment. But Vanessa Bell Armstrong, and that's what kind of drew me to you on Sunday Best as well. Just the vibe, the similar tones. That's all, And so, who
Yeah.
is your favorite group of vocalists? I know it's hard to choose one, but who is your top favorite?
Oh wow. My favorites are not probably what most people think they would be. I know everybody's like, oh, Whitney. Nope, not at all. I wasn't even a big fan of Whitney's like that until probably maybe after she even passed. I looked to you, became like, oh, okay, yeah. Tina Turner was
Okay.
one. Ella Fitzgerald, Judy Garland,
Okay.
Cher. Those are some of the people that I used to listen to a lot when I was a kid.
That is awesome. Okay. What about male singers? Oh, wait, you're frozen a little bit. It's buffering. Hold on a second. Okay, there you are.
Okay.
Oh, I said, what about your favorite male singers?
Favorite male singers? I love Donny Hathaway. I'm trying to think who are some of my other favorite male singers. Wow. Yeah, I'm a big Donny Hathaway fan. I love Gene Noble. I don't know if
Okay.
anybody knows exactly who that is. I like wow. I don't know why this is such a tough question.
No, it's frozen. No. Wait, hold on, Latice. You are frozen again. Hmm. No.
Am I freezing?
Okay,
Or is
you're
it
back. You were freeze, but you're still frozen. Wait a minute. Okay.
because you were frozen too for a
Oh, I was
minute.
frozen too. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Instagram.
These signals, everybody does it at the same time. So
Okay. So, let's see. What can we look forward to on the new album? Let's talk about the new. What's the inspiration for it? And what do you hope to accomplish with it?
the new project is, all about my journey to really finding God. I was brought up Pentecostal, apostolic, and for such a long time, I really had to lean on my parents' belief, of what this thing was, and that's what it was. I didn't really have my own journey through it. It just was like, okay, my parents believe in it, grandparents believe in it. That's what it was. So, it's talking about my journey getting to the cure and how I've used so much medicine up until that point to try to fill these spaces, to not have to really change anything or get right. Or, my parents were medicine, grace was medicine, the blood was medicine. All these things were things that I was able to hide behind and never have to really get right for myself. And so now, it's talking about me trying to get to the cure, and the project is called The Cure. So it's talking about all those things that we fill ourselves with on a daily basis, looking for something. We don't even know what it is until we find the something of all somethings, and that is God. So, the project is filled with a lot of symptoms, things that we kind of all go through, whether we're a believer or non-believer. And within it, you find my source, which is, like I said, Jesus Christ. So I'm hoping that you guys really enjoy it. Like I said, go and pre-order the single right now. It's called Something. And something. Right now. Right now. You can multitask. Right, you got about 5 devices at home. Go order it on one and stay on the live. Don't log off, man. Stay on the live.
Tell them how to make it work.
Something else.
my former pastor said it'll work if you work it. Use one device and stay on the other. If you work
it. And stay on the other.
Yes. So when you were growing up, what did you imagine to be? Like, when I grow up, I want to be, what was that?
Well, I knew that I wanted to have a center that would be kind of like just a transitional center for people.
Oh, we are broke. Okay, let me walk around the house. Let me see if I can relocate, and if that'll help. Hold on one second. Okay.
Only being a singer was not one of them.
Okay, I am relocating to see if my location will change us constantly freezing. Okay. All right.
It could be me too. I live up in the mountains, and sometimes the signal up here, I think the deer be biting the wires.
Right. Sometimes we got to move out of our comfort zone in order to get more. Amen.
I'm gonna let you move. I'm gonna stay.
Come on. Stay planted. All right. So what kind of other creative projects? Hey, shall not be moved. So I know you had a reality show back in the day too. I turned on BET. I was like, wait a minute, that's Latice. So I know that reality show is a little different. It's your actual reality. But have you ever thought about taking your acting career to the next level, or beginning an acting career?
Yeah, I actually have one now. I started acting about 2 years ago. I did a play called Crowns. It was an amazing play. It was about a young girl whose brother got killed. He was lived from the south side of Chicago and was caught up in a lot of gang violence and stuff. And so the brother got killed and left the young daughter, and she kind of started to go a little wayward. And so she moved in with her grandmother and her grandmother's friends that were there, and it's just talking about all of the crowns and that many hats that women wear, as nurturers, supporters, as caregivers. And so, it was an amazing show. We did it for about 3 months in Connecticut and New Jersey. And so I've been, pursuing that a lot. I had a lot of things lined up for the summer, but with, the coronavirus situation going on, things have been postponed.
I know.
So I was supposed to be in a play called The Tea. Yeah, and then Crowns again. They were supposed to be doing something with it. But, I'm confident that it'll happen when all of this is over.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it picking up too. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So when you've been on stage, as singers sometimes, or as performers, there are so many things that happen spontaneously or in the moment. And so I always ask my guests, has there ever been a time or a situation where something like either goofy, embarrassing, or something that just took you for a loop and you had to adjust in that moment, that kind of makes you laugh when you look back on it, that you care to share?
It actually happened long before Sunday Best. I sang a lot in junior high school. That's when I really discovered that, I can sing. Before that time, I thought everybody could sing. My whole family sings, plays instruments, and the church sang. We had a really small storefront church, so I wasn't aware that other people didn't sing too. I just was like, everybody does it, right? So I was like, oh, and I sang a lot. And so graduation, and they asked me to sing the national anthem, and I started, and the guy hit the note, bah, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what key I was singing in. I sang in opera, and the guy kept hitting the key like, no, no. I'm looking over at my family, and they're like,
oh no.
like, stop. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I couldn't stop. I had diarrhea of the voice. I could not stop. That note, and listen, yeah, it was one of the most embarrassing moments ever, because I'm like I said, I was really, really popular for singing in school. I had done so many competitions and different things.
Okay.
And it was just like, oh my God, this is the day that I'm supposed to show everybody what I can do. And I just tanked. I tanked. I don't know if it was nerves. I don't know what it was, but I just, yeah. But when I came back and sang the second song, I wiped them people out. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, I'm sure they were like, sing your song. Sing your song.
I think they was a little scared because they didn't want what happened the first time to happen the second time.
Woo! What has been the greatest struggle in your career?
I definitely would say, once again, it's that struggling with who I am versus who people want me to be. I think that people get very stuck sometimes in what they can digest, and it becomes very difficult for artists to fit into that box that they need them to be in. And so, I've been spending a lot of time trying to break out of that box, not to be anything different, but just to be myself and to be able to be myself. It's like, I know people are used to seeing me in a gown or whatever else. So if I wear something different, it's like, it's like, I can't wear a gown in my kitchen. I can't, wear a gown if I'm playing with my son, so it's sometimes breaking what people need you to be for them to be okay, and for them to be able to digest it, what they need your sound to be, what they need your music to be like, for them to feel like it's getting them closer to God. They're not realizing that we're first ministering to ourselves before before it even reaches you guys. And so if it doesn't convict me, I can't use it to try to convict you. So exactly. I would say that's been my hardest problem. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any dream collaborations where you sit back and you just like, I need to, want to, or will do a song with X, Y, and Z, or songs?
Good question. Yeah, I feel like I would love to do a collaboration with the Walls group. That's definitely a group that I would love to do. I love them. I love them. I think that they are so amazing. Good group. I don't even want to call them kids anymore because they're not kids anymore. They're grown. Right. But the Walls group, yeah, I would say Kimberell. She would definitely be a person I would want to do that. She gonna sing me under a bench, but I definitely would love to still just do a little hum in collaboration with her. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. Gene Moore, I think. Okay. Yeah, I would love to do a collaboration with him. Yeah.
Okay. And so if you were preparing for the movie of your life story, who would play you as a little girl and who would play you as an adult?
Wow. I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought about that before. The story of my life, I don't know. I think it would be a matter of me having to do a search, to find a person that would embody me the most. Yeah, I don't know that one.
Okay. Now, well, let me ask you this. In the movie of your life, would it be a musical theater situation, a drama, or would it be a mixture of everything? What genre of film?
I would love to do a musical theater version of the story of my life. Okay. I love theater. When I was younger, if I had to choose anything I wanted to do in singing, it would have been that musical theater over, trying to be a gospel artist or, anything of the sort. I probably would have, if I would have been thinking about music, then it probably would have been to do theater. I've always loved the stage. I've always loved the arrangements of the music. It's like, how did you think to do that? How did you think of that part? And just the way that a show kind of comes together. Yes. I think that's what I would try to put into my music to make it like a journey, that when people listen to it, it sounds like a movie, from the emotion to the lyrics to the story of it. Even in the project and the album, I think with this project too, The Cure, that people will really see that I went from the beginning, middle to the end. It's not just a compilation of songs about Jesus that I just mushed together. Right. It's a story. Right. It's a love story, about me finding him. So yeah, I definitely feel like I would want it to be like a theater type of thing.
Okay, that's so cool. That's so cool. So when is the release expected for the cure?
We're still trying to sort that out. COVID really threw a loop, in a lot of things for us. So now we're working this dual single. So you guys, like I said, pre-order. I'm gonna say it again because I know new people are jumping on. Make sure you go and you pre-order. The link is in my bio. So go to my page, go tap that link, and go get something. And Amazing is also available. Amazing is available now, so you guys can get that. That all will be released by May 29th. So like I said, pre-order it now, and you will have it by May 29th. So you don't even have to wait that long. That cure is coming. It's coming. I promise you, it's coming.
Yes. I wanted to ask you about a post that was on your page about your son. That was so powerful. And I'm talking about the baptismal post. I read that and it just grabbed me for so many reasons. I don't have any kids myself. I have 2 nieces. But I also am a teacher assistant at an elementary school. So I've been working with young people for so long, and to read that, we don't even have time. But it blessed me so much. Could you share what's on your heart about that for the people that don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so my son, he wanted to be baptized, and he was like really, really pressuring me about, getting him baptized. And I was explaining to him that I couldn't do that right now because of, the situation with quarantine. And so, we just started talking, and he just kind of was like, well, I don't really understand why we can't just do it here. You've been covering me, we got some blessed oil, and you saved, you filled with the Holy Ghost, right? We got a tub, we got running water. So I don't see why we can't do it here. And I got a little scared because I was trying to figure out, why are you pressing this now? I just lost my mother on March 1st. And so I'm like, something gonna happen to you? And I was praying, asking God, like, why is he pushing it? Is this the end? Like, is this what we facing? Is he going somewhere? And God just really had to make me drink a cup of shut up, and just was like, don't you see that I'm trying to secure his eternity? Like, it's, like you're worrying about right now. It doesn't matter if something's going to happen to him or not, whether it happens today, tomorrow, 3, 4, 5 years from now. I'm making sure that he's covered and secure. So get over yourself and stop worrying and just go do it. And we did. And we did. And so he was baptized. Yes, he was. Right in his house. Yes, he was.
I wish I could remember. It was something where he was like, asking you qualifying questions as to a good reason for why he couldn't get back. Did he say, don't we have a bathtub, Mommy, or something like that?
Yeah. He's like, don't we have a bathtub? Don't we got running water? Ain't you saved? You filled, right? Okay. Well, let's go. And I said, okay. My son is I definitely know God sent me this child to help me keep me together. He is a constant life checker, to make sure, that I'm good. And that he's good. So yeah, like I said, he shows me in so many ways, like even now, that it's not so much about, you see so many people posting about how they miss their churches. And we all miss our churches, but he reminded me in that moment that it was like, it's not about our building. It's not about our 4 walls, it's God. And it doesn't matter where we are. You're thinking that I can't get baptized because we don't have the 4 walls. We don't need those. Just take me to the tub. It's the same water.
Yes.
Pray over it, put some oil in there, and baptize me. It's the symbolism of it. And so,
come on, Bishop.
He was just showing me. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what is on my son's life
Young Bishop.
and what he will be, but I think he's got a good future.
That is amazing. Well, Latice Crawford, I know you're busy. I don't want to hold you any longer. I really, really, really appreciate you taking your time out to share with the Faith Factor today. I am a fan and supporter, like I told you, since Sunday Best. I can't wait for the Cure to come out. I can't wait for the movie, the musical, and everything else that you have, coming out. Your private practice, if that's on your heart too, whatever it is. I speak life. I declare victory over everything that you're doing, everything that you're going to do in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for your time, and have a good week.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you later.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only Latice Crawford. Come on.